My name's Stephen Fry, and I'm making a programme called Out There, which is involving going to really far-flung, remote and extraordinary places, like Russia, India and Liverpool. But no, seriously, places around the world to find out the experience of being gay amongst all different kinds of age groups and cultures. As you know, we live in a very strange world for being gay. On the one hand, we can have a Conservative government whose Prime Minister is recommending gay marriage, which seems incredible. In our lifetime, we could get married. But on the other hand, there are countries and cultures and religions and other groups who find being gay so abhorrent that they almost seem to encourage violence, and in some countries the rules and laws against any kind of active free expression of gay love are absolutely forbidden, and you can be literally killed for it in some countries. So I just thought that's a really interesting story to tell. But one of the most interesting stories is the story of you, people who are young people, growing up in a city, a famous city, a big city, a city everybody in the world has heard of, and seeing that you've got the confidence to come out, at least in a safe place like this. Are you all gay, or do some of you think of yourselves as bisexual, or some of you don't think of yourselves as gay at all, you're just in here for a good meal? Hands up, hands up who's gay? Say you're all gay. I put mine out as well. How many of you are only out to each other and a few selected friends, or are you all out to everybody?
Only really these people know. My mum knows, but my dad doesn't yet.
Not most of my family knows. It's basically only like 2 cousins, my sister and my mum. Right. And my friends know, but not really anyone else.
Right. And how much do you worry about homophobia?
I live in Dingle, which is like a really rough area of Liverpool. So like when I know it's gotta sound proper mad, but when I walk down my street just to go to like Tesco or something, it's like I'm like genuinely scared because I look like an obvious lesbian, you know, like with my haircut and everything and the way I dress. Yeah. So like even then I'm just scared because like it's a bit obvious.
It's society that needs to change, not you. And the day will come when you'll be able to walk down the street arm in arm with your lover, I hope. And then there in some cities that does happen, in some countries, and it's a wonderful thing to hope for.
Everyone's changing and everyone's being more accepting than they used to, so they find it's more easier to kind of settle into it and speak about it freely and not have to live in fear of like parents like going mental and just like hitting them or abusing them or just putting them down.
Gay people are becoming more accepted in things like the media, but in turn younger people are being exposed to stuff like footballers and rappers at a younger age, so they're in turn becoming more homophobic as they grow up.
My mum said to me recently there wasn't that many gay people when I was your age, and I said that's really not because society is making people gay. It's because it was very dangerous back then to be gay, so now it's people can come out and not everyone feels like they're in danger.
Although like youth is a lot more accepting, they need to realise what is offensive. Yeah. And like they don't, and some people, like most people don't mean it, they just mean like, oh that's rubbish. But to say that's gay is like reflecting on someone's sexuality, and it's like putting a negative turn on that, so people need to learn not to say that and stuff like that.
A lot of the time straight people try and tell gay people what they should and shouldn't be offended by, and it's like if a gay person tells you something's offensive, it probably is, so you should listen to them.
Because sometimes you'll be completely fine with it, and then you could get days, weeks, months or however long, and it's just kind of like, why does this have to be me?
Do you feel pressure from just simply the media, the internet and everything else to conform to a gay stereotype?
There was a very good analogy I read on the internet. It was like when people say who's the man and who's the woman in a gay relationship, you wouldn't go into a Chinese restaurant and say which chopstick is the fork.
Oh, very good.
In terms of like the whole GBF thing, like the whole gay best friend thing, the amount of people, in fact the amount of girls in my school that I have met when I came out that said, oh my god, you can be my new gay best friend. Thanks, I've known you 5 minutes. Great, that's good.
This is me comfortably, like in the skinny jeans and stuff, and the piercings and whatever. And then when people say, you know, you can't be gay because you don't look it, just because I don't look it doesn't mean I'm not.
With lads, they're all okay with like lesbians, like, oh yeah, I'd love to meet a pair of lesbians, oh, that's dead sexy and all this, but then with a lad they'd be like, get away from me, you're in the same PE changing rooms as me, don't come near me. Or like with girls, like, oh, I'd love to have a gay best mate and like go shopping with him and we can borrow clothes and stuff, but like if it's girls it's like, don't come near me ever again, you're not staying in my house, go away. It's just ridiculous.
From what like I've seen from every time I've ever been to town, I've noticed that there's more girls there, and then because there's more girls there, there's loads more straight people there.
Yes.
And then I've seen like I've been in the bar when there's been a fight because a gay guys came onto someone who's straight, and it's just stupid because if we all went all to the straight clubs, it'd be easier.
That is a worry, but there's a very good reason for that. It does. Gay people have better taste in music and decor. They're always going to have the better clubs that straight people are going to want to go to.
There was this one group in school, my best friend came out as being bi, and one of the people in that other group came over and started shouting quotes from the Bible, being all horrible and all that. And this year, they've seemed to kind of come out to town of a weekend and join like all my gay friends and be fine with it and be like, oh, I need a new gay best mate and all that. And it kind of seemed wrong how she was being really homophobic to my best friend being bisexual and then sucking up to gay people. It's not
Sometimes
right.
it is the one who shouts the loudest insults is the one who is least secure in their own sexuality. They're the first one to shout the offensive word, or indeed, in the worst circumstances, the one who puts the boot in because they want their friends to see that they've joined in because they're scared of their own identity, perhaps.
I think it's really difficult nowadays as well because sort of I find a lot of straight people are actually finding other excuses now. It's not like, ooh, gays being wrong because it's icky, because that's sort of gone past that phase now where people are being like, well, it's not really what they do in the bedroom's their own thing. But straight people are using other excuses now. And I think one of them is like, I don't mind gay people or anything like that, but I don't understand why they have pride. I don't understand why they have gay clubs and why should they have segregation, which I understand to a certain degree why they think that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, especially with pride, people don't realise it's not about being, oh, we're gay, this is us, we're gay, look at us. It's about saying we're fighting for justice because in some countries you get killed, in some countries, you know, you can't be yourself, and even in this country we have all these rights now, but this has taken hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years to get here, and it's a celebration of the fact that, you know, people are actually like developing human rights, and it's taken so long to get to that point.
Listen, I think you've got the most extraordinary bunch of guys, and I've had the most wonderful time talking to you, and you show great hope for the future of this area of the world. I'm sure some of you will gravitate to London for a short while, or to Brighton, or wherever, or to across to Manchester. But keep your own hometown healthy and safe, and by being proud of who you are. And you're just great. And this is obviously a wonderful place, and it's nice to meet you all. I said it's nice to meet you all. Sorry to interrupt your Facebooking. But no, it's fine, don't worry. So, anyway, it's been really kind of you and wonderful of you to talk to me and to consent to be on TV. And I wish you the best of luck. Thanks.
Thank you.